Florida State lands former five-star quarterback DJ Uiagalelei from the transfer portal to help this Mike Norvell offense in 2024. What is it going to look like for them? Let's talk about it next. Talk about DJ, Mike Norvell, and the Florida State Seminoles. If you guys wouldn't mind, please hit that like and subscribe button. We are trying to get to 3,000 subs, and we would appreciate your support. You guys have brought us so far already. We're not supported by CBS, NBC, ESPN, none of those jokers. It's just us and just you. We appreciate all the love and support. So let's talk a little bit about DJ. 6'4", 235, a quarterback who, let's be honest, came to Clemson out of high school, very highly vaunted. And in fact, in his first season, had a couple good games that had everybody kind of clamoring is like, okay, this could be the next great quarterback for Clemson. And what I actually don't think he was horrible. He just probably didn't live up to the billing of Trevor Lawrence, Deshaun Watson. I don't know that that's his fault. But over his career at Clemson, 2,500 passing yards in his last year with Clemson, 22 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, a 61% completion percentage, which was not great. Ends up hitting the transfer portal and goes to Oregon State with Jonathan Smith, who, in my opinion, is one of the better offensive minds, better like quarterback developers in the game, a guy that does not get enough credit. Honestly, kind of puts up the same stats, 2,600 passing yards, a 21-7 touchdown to interception ratio, only a 57% completion percentage, but improved his ADOT, the highest in his career at 11.7, a much better big time ratio as well, big time throw ratio as well, according to PFF, with a 6.8. So he had, in some categories, a much better year. Now, what can DJ do? Honestly, he can throw the ball anywhere on the field. He can. He struggles with that consistency, and in my opinion, the worst part about his game is his footwork. He's just not consistent with his footwork, which I think is why the ball at times does not go where he needs it to go. He is a rushing threat. While he did not do a lot of rushing last year for Oregon State, just a little over 200 yards rushing, in his final year with Clemson, he did have 600 yards rushing. So I do think that he can bring that element to Florida State, much like Jordan Travis was able to do at times. Now, this team is going to look completely different. For us, we had them ranked as the 18th best power ranked school in all of college football last year. Had a very good offense, the 17th best passing offense. Unfortunately, they lacked a little bit in the rushing. I think Trey Benson, a little bit beat up, never really got flowing the way he had previously. 66 in the rushing department, but the 27th ranked offense overall. I thought they were a very good team. I loved them. Obviously, we know the devastating injury to Jordan Travis. Tate Rodemaker enters the transfer portal, as does A.J. Duffy. It's just Brock Glenn and now DJ. DJ is going to be the starter, and I think he's going to have some weapons around him. Not really need to worry about the running backs, but we did like Vandrevius Jacobs a lot. The true freshman, Hakeem Williams, is a intriguing athletic wide receiver. I think he still needs to improve a little bit. He's a little bit raw, but I think he is a dynamic playmaker that's going to give DJ somebody to throw the ball to. And I'm going to be honest with you, I trust Mike Norvell. From his time at Memphis to even his time at Florida State, he has been and run a successful offense. From the lowest passing plays in neutral situations for them was in 2022 for Florida State, where they still did it 45% of the time. So they were running a little bit more than usual, or more in neutral situations, but outside of that, they do it at about 50% of the time, if not more. So DJ, you should be passing, and they are also fairly successful. Outside of 2020, COVID year, so if we take that out of the mix, 2021, they were still doing it at a 40% success rate passing. Now, that is the only one that is behind the average coach line. Again, if you want to check these statistics out, go to campus2canton.com, sign up for the lowest membership, $2.99 a month, a cup of coffee. You can get all of this information. As for pass explosiveness, always been a very explosive offense, up to 1.7, even up to 2.2 at times. Now, that was with Memphis, not with Florida State. And their pass EPA has been pretty good as well, anywhere from 0.2 to 0.4. So he has had a very good offense, and it has been very good for quarterbacks. And we've definitely seen that with Jordan Travis over the past 2 years. He went from a guy nobody was really talking about to a guy who, I don't know that he would have gotten first-round draft capital, but possibly a day 2 guy. That could be DJ. DJ was talked about as the number 1 quarterback in his class for a long time, and that hasn't necessarily really worked out for him due to the kind of stumblings at Clemson, and I still think he was okay at Oregon State. Can Mike Norvell boost him back up into that category. We'll see. It's a very weak QB class as of right now. Speaking about it here in January, DJU lands in a very fun offense. It should be a very good team. And honestly, Mike Norvell and Florida State have a chance to win the ACC again. And this time, they won't be screwed into making the playoffs. They will make it. But can DJU be that quarterback? You tell me down below in the comments if you think he can keep Florida State in the playoff discussion. We'll talk to you guys again soon.